Hello, this is Queen K of Queen K Tries to Vlog. And for today, this is the pilot episode actually. So, medyo conscious pa ako sa camera. But as promised, we'll do our first edition, which is the drink and spill, featuring this gin. And of course, my own take of dinakdakan. So, ayan. Ayan nga, diba? For the first edition, we would like to assess or enumerate my favorites for this year's competition for Mr. Northern Philippines. Actually, my choices was like 11 kasi medyo minagtay or hindi. Parang it's not in it's not in chronological order actually. Just, random lang. And I'm just doing my assessment and feel free to judge and feel free to comment and you feel free to attest kung you agree with my decision or not. So, as promised, ito nga ang gagawin natin edition, the drink and spill, which is I'm alone lang. Actually, originally it was tequila. May request na Jose Cuervo, pero, wala namang kwan. So, nobody donated. But, anyhow, we'll start the show and feel free to be with me and please like and support. This is my very first vlog, so kindly support. Thank you. First on my list is the ultimate TDH, or the so-called tall, dark, and handsome. Very towering ang kanyang height. He is most likely the TDH of this edition. He is definitely a charmer and most likely ma-appeal. He's ma-appeal talaga, literally. I have seen the pictures and I have stalked him in his accounts in SOCMED platforms. He is one of those morenos na suited for his beautiful skin. And he's an athlete actually. There's something about this gentleman na you crave for him for more. I mean na parang he got a lot of stuff in the bag. Parang he's mysterious kasi parang he's a lot to offer, ganun. And if he performs very well, he's definitely going to clinch a crown, most likely, kasi ang fan is most definitely yung performer talaga in the final round eh. Yun ang hinahanap ng MNP to begin with, someone na they can represent nationally, Pangasinan. Kaya yun. For me, if he's going to go well in this competition, he's definitely a kind of clinch a crown. So, ang spill natin for this round, the ultimate boy next door of San Carlos, it's Keanu Krebs, perhaps. Okay, next on my list is, I think he's cute, adorable, very charming, more like baby look. But mind you, the face says it all. Ito din, I tried to stalk him talaga, as in hindi na naiiba yung picture niya sa headshot, sa mga pictures niya sa Facebook. Yun yung tamang balance lang ngayon na moreno, guwapo, cute, charming, like that. Yeah, the face says it all ko na. I feel like feeling ka total performer siya. He may be a little bit gentle. Parang soft yung features niya. Gentle, as in yung typical good boy looking. Pero kaya niya makipagpuksaan. That's what I know. That's what I believe. Kaya I see a lot of potentials in him. Kaya I feel like, yun nga, pinasok ko siya sa top 10 because I feel like he is a top 10 worthy to begin with. And so for that, we're going to spill who's our number 10, or it's not actually chronological order. Pababa lang tayo. To my number 10, it's Zoran Geslani of Orbis Tondo. Okay, next on the list, one thing I noticed about him is striking yung face niya. His striking face. Simple, yet, striking. And he seems pretty tall too. More like sports-minded, volleyball enthusiast, if I'm not mistaken. And one thing that a true sports-minded possess is, of course, may discipline sila. Which is, nakita ko dun. Parang, nakikita ko sa kanya yung discipline. So, if he goes along the way, tas may dala siyang discipline, kinicarry niya yung ganong principle ng volleyball dun sa competition, he'll go far. He'll make it far. I think he's the gentleman who will go far to this competition na talaga. Men, ito na, the clue. Alcala definitely has a lot of potential na pinapadala palagi sa competitions, whether it's local or international, or local or national. Alcala never fails to, present or, mag-submit ng mga delegates from their municipality. Kasi, most of them is good looking. One thing I know and I remember is yung representative natin, Pangasinan, in the recent Kings of the World, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, Kings of the World. He's from Alcala. So I believe Alcala has definitely got a lot of stuff na kaya meron silang mga marami silang baon na delegates. So definitely one of those municipalities na may mga palaban na candidates. So I think he's a great example of it. So for that, I'll drink again. Oh my god, I'm getting the boost. He is the sporty gentleman of Alcala. It's Ian de la Peña. Okay, for the next one, this would be interesting. I consider him as a torchbearer. Kumbaga, prior to this competition, he has a title, or he already won a crown. If I'm not mistaken, he is the grand winner of the recently concluded Mr. University of Eastern Pangasinan, or Mr. UAP in Binalonan. So, I think meron siyang edge. He has an edge, kumbaga, to penetrate the top 10. He's most likely worthy of the spot and be a finalist. If you done good na ginawa niya rin sa competition niya last, he's definitely make it. And I'm not surprised if he's going to make it or make it well in the competition. And I think medyo yung character niya is more like it has something na medyo kalog, na easy to get along with. And feeling ko meron siyang sense of humor because, ang endearing ng personality, endearing ng face. Mukha siyang kalog nga, to be honest. So, quite entertaining perhaps. So, for another top 11 penetrator prediction, the Mr. Personality of Bilisis, Alwin Aureliano. For the next one, interesting din, parang torchbearer din siya. He's a runner-up for Mr. Pangasinan State University Campus, which gives him credit din to be on the list, on my top list. So, feeling ko din, most likely, kaya niya makipagpuksaan. And I think, he is one of those na din naman na to watch out for. I think he's a strong competitor too. And he's quite intelligent. And then, come on. A future licensed civil engineer to begin with, period. That's it. Kumbaga, civil engineer is, definitely one of the hardest or most difficult courses to begin with. And most difficult, career. Dun sa, yun. One of the most difficult courses and career. So, I think matalino siyang tao. And I think, hindi naman ako nagkakamali sa aking prediction. And I think, for me, he's going to be the ultimate dark horse of this competition. And for that, we'll drink again. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the articulate civil engineer of Alamin City, Mr. Krishnan Credo. This one, medyo interesting din. I think, for me, he seems like a flower. gentle, innocent, but he stings like a bee. Kumbaga, he looks so gentle, he looks so innocent, but he is definitely possess, a striking trait na may power personality tsaka fierce personality. As I look up in his, mga social media platforms, nakita niyo dun sa picture, dun sa headshot, medyo, gentle. But upon seeing his profile, talagang, he is a chameleon. Talaga. A chameleon, kumbaga, medyo may ikon yung face niya. Versatility. And yung character niya din, he seem like, has a versatility. So, kaya pasok siya sa aking top list. He is one of those faces na, for me, you should watch out for. And for me, he's going to be interesting, promise. For me, And for that, drink ko muna. And I'm going to spill. Okay. He is the attractive band geek of the Gupan City. It's Lance Calvero. Yan, so we're going down the wire. Nandito na tayo sa most of of our hot list, hot picks. Kumbaga ito na yung aking, sabihin ko ng probably my top 5 on the list. On my hindi naman to hindi naman to nasa order. It's chronological order, pero ito na yung top 5 ko. This one, I considered him as well-rounded. Nafe-feel ko na parang he's well-rounded. That's what I believe in. He's a crown keeper, a promising athlete. Of course, he has a huge following. That what makes him has the edge on this competition. Kumbaga, if you see his post, nakikita ko din na parang his community is rallying for him. They support him all throughout. Nakita ko, tarpaulins are everywhere. Kumbaga, napaka-vocal nila dun sa pag-support nila sa tao. And it reflects naman on his tentative tally of, online voting. He leads the pack. Nasa number 1 siya. Kaya, no wonder na he leads the pack. Kumbaga, if he's going to make it until the very end, with all that huge support, all that huge following, talagang, he's gonna make it. For me, he deserves a spot in the top. And most likely, can clinch a crown. Kumbaga. With all of his beach-ready piece. Maganda yung katawan niya. I saw that. And face card, yes, check. And also, this gentleman has a caliber. He has a beach-ready body, has a caliber of a male pageant superstar. So, he deserves a spot for a reason. And, I'm sure, kung ipupush niya all throughout, na alam ko naman na magiging palaban siya all throughout the way, of course, kayang-kaya niyang he's going to make it. And is gonna penetrate the top 10, top 5, and most likely can clinch a crown. So, before revealing our final 5, shot muna tayo. As promised. Yeah. Okay. For our top 5. In no chronological order. The caliber beach stud of Binmale, Dean Marco Dukut. Okay, another one would be his, sabi mo nang close to my heart. Just because I know him personally. And all I can say is, more than his pretty looks or pretty good looking face and a great gym ready body, totally. Guwapo siya, macho, appealing and all. There's a lot to tell. He has inspiring story to tell. Sobra magandang kwento ng buhay niya to begin with. If we could just dig into his personal, story, and knowing the guy personally, you would be inspired by his story, sa totoo lang. and you would surely bet on him, and you would adore him more like more like the face and the ang ganda talaga ng katawan niya. Yun, nakikita niyo na yung mga signs ng medyo tipsy na ako, pero I'm going to make it. Mabait na bata, all I can say, and he's very accommodating. Hindi na masasabi naman natin he'll never be a one for a reason, for a nothing, kumbaga. He is Mr. Karmais for nothing. He wouldn't be Karmais for nothing, most likely. Kasi he has a character eh. He's charismatic, kumbaga. His grand winner thingy. I mean, he had everything on his bag. Okay talaga, parang it's about time na you crown someone like him, kumbaga. And if I'm not surprised kung if you're going to make it and clinch a crown, I will never be surprised. I'll be very attested. Kumbaga, I'll support him all throughout the way. So, before we reveal, another shot again. Okay. One of my list, my top 5 list. The King of Inspiration of Rosales, Noriel John Tolosa. Okay, another one. First of all, I love all of his features. Very Pinoy, very manly, and one more thing is, he is approachable. As in, sobra. He's mabait, he's kind-hearted, and he seemed like a nice guy for me. Very respectful and humble and all. Plus, he is considered one of the most beautiful physique in the competition. I saw him, yung mga preparation niya for this competition, talagang malala. He is ready. He is gym ready for this competition talaga. And I see a lot of potentials in him. Technically, I see a lot of potentials in him. And personality-wise, yes, he is. If he stayed consistent all throughout the competition, I'm sure he's going to clinch a crown, or he deserves a crown of the 3 crowns. And for that, let's drink before I spill. Okay. It's the humble hunky of the Gupan City, Ricky Biazon. Okay, for my another spot. For me, he's a contender for a reason. I mean, he's a real deal. Such a remarkable achiever talaga. And aside from the fact that he won big in this year's Mr. Mapandan, which is, he is the grand winner, I know he is a great competition. And definitely give the other competitors a run for their money. So, I know, sure thing is he will give the other competition talaga a run for their money. Such an endearing personality, a refined talaga siya, endearing face, and very eloquent. And talagang makikita mo talaga na he's a standout. That winning smile and the like. And I adore him as a gentleman. And definitely, to be honest, I'll be rooting for him. So, for number 2 spot, the total package of Mapandan, Renz Bryle Ondocon. And for the last one, I think he's promising. He's the total package. I mean, matangkad, he's towering, and as in matangkad siya in person. He's like giving the Korean vibe, kasi mukha talaga siyang Korean talaga. He's giving the Oppa vibe, a heartthrob to begin with. And I think he's a well-spoken naman. Pasarela ready is definitely giving an edge and can turn heads sa totoo lang. And in fact, I put him for number one for a reason. Aside from the fact na, I'll be biased because he's from my municipality. He represents my municipality to begin with. And I see a lot of potentials in him. Since day one of, competing to the other competitions nga, pati sa, basta marami siyang sinasalihan and he keeps on competing, he keeps on trying his best, trying his luck. And, naman, palaban talaga yung bata. He has that winning aura. And pasok naman siya sa mga hot list ng ibang mga pageant trends, pageant pages. And he needs to work out lang siguro on the body. Because he's towering, magandang height, magandang face. And the body is okay naman, but he needs to tone down for him to be ready on the nationals platform. But if he achieves it, sa totoo lang, he's going to make it. And he is worthy of one of the 3 crowns up for grabs. And I believe him. So, before I say anything, and before I end this hot picks, my number 1 spot, the good-looking gentle giant of Rosales, Aaron Jude Cabico. That's it.